What's up, guys? How are you doing today? I'm doing pretty good. It's a Monday, so things are kind of, so-so. But I am glad to be home and back to making another video. And today we're going to be continuing my Rocket League series where I play solo 1s and 3s and try to explain exactly what I'm doing in terms of the game. Just maybe teach you about Rocket League a little bit if you're new to it, or even if you're experienced in it, you learn a few things. I haven't played the game for a while. I'm not perfect. I'm not a pro. I do make mistakes every now and then. But, I like to explain the mistakes I made as well, and that helps you guys learn some things you should try to stay away from. It helps me not make the mistake next time I run into that same situation. So we're going to start off with a solo duel. Hop right into this. We're only at 91 rank points, so we're kind of starting off fresh at unranked, but we're going to push together through this, guys, and try to get as high as we can before Season 2. So, I hope you guys will enjoy this video, and we're actually going to hop right into it pretty fast because it's a solo one. It's not going to take too long. Feel free to sub if you haven't already. It makes a great deal to me, and I hope you enjoyed this coming up video. As I've said, I'm trying to get a couple of videos up this week. Maybe 2 more, maybe 3 more. We'll see how open I am, but today is quite an open day, so it looks like nobody's going to be lagging on this one. I'm going to hop up, grab boost, and push back to goal, and it looks like he did the same thing. Now he's going forward. So it looks like I'm just going to easy save and have to flop back into goal. We might have an easy score here, and it looks like we will. That was pretty easy. All we had to do on that one was get the save. It looks like he anticipated it. He tried to rush it. I just got there first, and he was out of boost at that point. Just had to curve it in, get the ball in the goal. A lot of things people do discount is the training in Rocket League. The training in Rocket League can teach you a lot about the game. It can help your shot, it can help your aerials, it can help pretty much everything to do with the game. I should have tried to angle that at goal. Kind of messed up. That's going to be okay. As I've said before, the centers are fine, but, hitting it to the edge of the arena is fine. Both sides will end up working fine, as long as you don't hit it into the center of the map. When it comes to playing alone, you just smack at the center ball, it's going to be kind of hard to score, because there's nobody else to score, and if you go for the ball after you center it, it'll kind of leave you behind him and him in easy position to get a simple score. He's playing very aggressively. That's going to work out in my favor. I'm just going to push that on net, and looks like I'm going to get an easy goal. He wasn't able to defend that because he was so far forward. But like I was saying before, hitting it to the corners of the map, that's never going to be in bad taste for you, because the ball's not in the center of the map, right? And when you're in a 1v1, ball being in the center of the map can end up being very, very catastrophic. I got quite lucky there. I don't know if you guys saw that, but the ball just kind of rolled by. But, if I can finish my sentence, the ball being in the center of the map, it can turn out really bad for you. And the reason being is because if you're playing against a good player who has a good shot and knows how to shoot the ball very effectively, then if the ball's center map, he has an easy shot, and if you're not in goal, it's going to go in. And that's going to be very hard to defend against. But if the ball's not in the center, then you don't have to worry about that. So that's why it's just good to keep the ball not out of the center, like if you're centering the ball on their side, that's fine. But say I hit the ball into the general middle of the map, that's not going to be good. So just try to avoid that. That's one thing to avoid. He's kind of just hitting the ball straight at me. He's trying to play much, much too aggressively. Doesn't seem like he's too good of a shot, so this might not be too hard of a game for us. Don't want to get cocky, though. Easy shot. So, this guy does not really have a strategy, it seems like. It seems like he's just rushing the ball 24/7. And if you've played Rocket League for a while, you know that that's not exactly the best idea, because his net is wide open at all times, basically. So if he doesn't get the score, and he's just going to hit me out of the way, luckily it's just him, so that didn't really affect anything. Oh, well, that's awkward. And he missed it too. I don't know what rank this guy is, or like what level, but he's making a lot of mistakes. Got a little save. I'm just gonna push back, waste some time, let him get a touch, get back to goal, and spin around. A feature that you should really want to use all the time is that drift feature. The drift feature is so much more helpful than people understand. In so many situations, drifting is just the best thing ever. Like, I'm not exaggerating. Boost is great. Of course, boost is better than drift in importance. But to really get to the higher status of skill in Rocket League, being able to drift is extremely, extremely, extremely important. And you should never, ever go through a game without drifting. There's a lot of different tactics in this game, a lot of tactics, you know, an overwhelming amount of tactics. Some people, you know, they'll go out of their way to hit each other like that, because it opens the net up completely. You know, I hit him out of the way, he couldn't get back. And in 1v1s, that's really crucial, because one player, he's out of the way, the net's open. It's really simple. And you'll see a lot of players, you know, saying, oh, the strategy is hit them, because it'll open the net, it'll make things easier for you. And that is very true, but you don't want to go overkill on that, because if you do, you'll end up missing some time, and then that's just the worst thing ever. When you miss a hit on another player, it will come back to screw you over really hard. I do not exaggerate. A little bit my fault. I was playing really far up. I was playing pretty aggressively. Solely because of my lead. I was just trying to add on, get more points, but it's finally okay. He leaves in comments, finally. He does have 7 shots. I do see why he's saying that. Little easy save. Of course, now we're out of position, so we're going to have to counter it. Luckily, mind games work out, and he misses the ball completely. Ooh, that was pretty nice. He's going to get a touch, so I'm going to push back to goal. Alright. Ooh, that was really close. I think that was, if that was on net, I think I would have saved it. I'm going to cut it back. Ooh, that was nice. Alright. Good little dribble around him. I was actually attempting to get a little pop over him, but it works out fine in the end. Get a little save, push it off to one of the sides again. I'm going to end this game with a lot of saves. Jeez. Ooh. Close one. Wasn't protecting net super hard on that one. Just tried to fly and get a little dunk over him. Was not successful. He's playing too fast paced. That's his problem. He's trying to do too much at one time. So I'm just going to hit that. And the reason I hit that to the center, he actually did get a good little play on that. The reason I hit that to the center was because I was expecting him to play so far up that he wouldn't be able to get the ball. And I might have had another chance at the ball. A really easy chance. So now we've hit Bronze 1, guys. That's going to be the start of our road to the higher ranks. I hope you guys are ready for the next game, and I will catch you guys then. Alright guys, we're back, and here's the Solo 3 game, so we're just going to get started. Now in Solo 3, there's, you know, a lot more factors that come into the game when it's Solo 1. I mean, how good your team is, how good you play, specifically, how much you might have to carry your team, how much your team might have to carry you, how defensively you should play, and how offensively you should play. There's a lot that comes into it. I personally like to play more on the defensive side and not really rush the ball too much. If there's a lot of players going for it, I generally like to stay back, and the reason for that is you always need a last line of defense, and your teammates will always tend to be very aggressive, like these two guys actually happen to be. So, I mean, personally, my play style is very defensive in general. When I play with my friends, I'm usually the goalie in 3v3s. You know, I'm not dedicated goalie, but I'm usually the one that plays more back, and that's kind of how I play Rocket League in general. So in these Solo 3s, that's kind of how I decide to play, and it usually ends up turning out for the best. Like, I'm just going to hop in a net here, and rush it. As you see, my teammate, even though I was in front of him, he's still going to rush it. So your teammates will be very aggressive, because they feel like they need to do a lot of the work themselves. So it's good to just kind of let them do it, and if they make a mistake, kind of solve the mistake. Fix the problem that they created. Alright. That's an open net. My teammate just kind of hit it out. I don't know what that was about, but now I'm going to hop back. We do have an early lead, which is good, which means I can still play very defensively. Wow, okay. That was kind of, I mean, I would say my mistake for sure. When I rushed the ball and I got the touch on it, even though I did hit it, it just kind of hit it straight to the right side. That is my bad. I'm going to call that out as mine. I knew what he was trying to do, but I just didn't get there in time. But it's going to be okay in the long run. We'll be fine. So now, again, I'm just going to go to the half line and wait it out and see what my teammates do. That's a fast one. And lag spike. We're going to fly. And we are not going to get the touch again. That was a bit of a weak fly pattern. Lagging a little bit on there. I don't know if that made a difference, but I didn't fly early enough. Alright, so I'm going to get the easy touch on this. Trying to get it into the center, didn't work out so hot. Hopefully my teammate can get back in time to block that. Yeah, he is. That was a good save. Teammate's going to keep touching it. I'm just going to wait back for the right opportunity to strike. And it looks like they're not going to have a defense, so we should really push this up. Oh, that was a good save by him. Did get a shot on goal, just was a good save. He happened to be there. Right place, right time. Just gonna jam it against that wall, stop it from going in. That's one of the smartest things to do if you're at the wrong angle like I was. Just jam it against the wall and it's just gonna go bounce out. When you're in a situation like that and your teammates are kind of giving them a free shot, like the way where they weren't flying for it, they were kind of letting whatever was gonna happen, you sometimes have to take initiative and do things like that. A little bit risky, but it ended up paying off. Nice little save there. We're gonna push it out. Kind of juke them out. Let my teammates take initiative again, like I always do. Hop over, get some boost, and reset. So it looks like we're gonna have control of the ball. And it looks like that might be an open net. Oh, barely missed. Barely missed. Good save. Good save. Push back to net again. Let my teammates get a touch. Oh, I hit the lip. That can be painful, and that can really end your run. Because if you hit that lip right there, on the very edge of the goal, it'll just send you flying. And, you know, it's a common mistake, and, you know, it's a very big mistake. It makes a kind of big difference to the game. In the long run, when it comes to easy nets for them. Just gonna chill back in net. Nice touch by him. Send it up. And let my teammate come in. And nice shot. Oh, what a save. That was a very nice save. I have to say that was good. It was good by him. Good little save by my teammate. Alright. I'm not sure what's going on here. I don't know what is happening. Sometimes in 3v3s, I can't even explain. Oh, hit the lip. I gotta stop doing that. Little mistake I make. It's one of my many little flaws that I happen to do. Oh, nice shot. That was a nice shot. That was a really good sequence there. I kind of passed it nice to the middle, hit the enemy car, and opened up a very nice shot. And like I've said, when the ball's in the center, whatever team has control, easy cross map shot if you can aim. And he luckily was able to aim and get that cross map. That's what I talk about when I say the easy cross maps. When it comes to Rocket League terms, there's a few of them, like dunks and tips and stuff. If you're wondering any terms, just leave them down in the comment section below. I will be very glad to answer that because I do use a lot of terms. The terminology for this game is also quite simple and it's pretty self-explanatory on its own, but you know, some of them are kind of weird. Like a dunk at first I didn't really understand. I mean, it makes sense now that I get it, but I was thinking of a little bit like a different concept than it is. Alright, so luckily I got 100 boost, now 91. Oh, that's coming back. I'm gonna flip backwards, save my boost if I need to fly. They're gonna get a touch. I'm gonna get an easy save. I think he was trying to dunk on me. Just gonna get a little tip on that. I was trying to maybe hit it a little bit harder towards their net, but a little bit of a hard fly angle. My teammate's gonna leave net, and I'm gonna cycle straight into net, make things easy for us. Just gotta hold him for 8 seconds, and we're in the clear. And we got it. Ooh, almost got it on net. And looks like that. Oh, he's keeping it in the air. I know how smart that is when we're only up by 1. And that's the game. So, that was a good game. Got 12 points. I will gladly take those 12. It's going to slowly work our way up in these solo 3s. I was put with a pretty decent team. I got 4 saves. That was a nice game. And we're going to exit the main menu. And call it a day. So I think that was a pretty good sequence of games. I think those 2 games were really nice. I'm glad I got good gameplay. This is my first time recording this. I hope you're enjoying the series so far. This is only episode 2, of course, but I hope you like the concept that I'm going with. you may be learning something about the game, and definitely smack that like button if you enjoyed the video in the least bit. Helps me a lot, and I appreciate it very much. If you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe. That also helps me quite a bit. I stream on the weekends if you're interested in zombie streams and different types of things, and I try to upload at least 3 times a week. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will check you guys next time this week. See you guys later.